Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Amy, and it's been a minute since I posted, and I apologize for that. Life has just been absolutely crazy. But recently I got an order for a wholesale order of mugs from a local realtor, and I'm going to go today and make that wholesale order, and I'm going to bring you guys along with me through the process as I go through what it looks like that I make up the mock-up and getting that approved, and then actually making the mug. We're going to start with the mock-up. So because before I do anything with the coffee mugs and actually making anything for them to approve on there, I start with a mock-up. I have them send me their logo and I put it on there, and they approve or deny that mock-up and tell me any changes they want, etc. Then I go from there and I make the actual mug for them to approve, just one. And then if they approve that for sure, then we go ahead and start the wholesale order. So let me show you what a mock-up typically looks like. Okay, so for me, this is what a mock-up is going to look like when I send it to a customer. They send me their logo. So this here, Property Pilots, is their logo. This is their slogan, "We'll guide you home." Now, when they asked me to make up the mugs, they said they wanted the black handle mugs, which is why I put the mock-up on this. This is their logo, and they said they wanted their slogan in some kind of cursive. So to give them options, I went ahead and chose different cursive fonts. Now, while they may not look very different, they are. And I wanted to send them different options so that they could choose what they liked or didn't like. Now, they ended up choosing option 1. Now, once they say they've chosen and they approve the mock-up, I then make a sample mug of that one and I send it to them. And the reason I do that is because I want to make sure that even though they say they like the mock-up, that they really, really like the physical product as well, because in this case, I'm making 30 of these mugs. And that's a lot of money to be out of if there's a communication misunderstanding or any kind of design difference that we want to make sure that they physically see and approve. So I make sure they approve it. In this case, they have approved that one that I just showed you. So I'm going to delete the mock-up here, and I keep the logo. So we're going to delete all of this because they did not want these. They only wanted that top one. And then I'm going to go ahead and resize it. So when I'm working with 15-ounce mugs, which I am in this case, they're typically about 3 inches wide, my designs. And if you're interested in how I do my mock-ups from start to scratch, I will do a more in-depth video on that. So let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see that. So this is going to be about the size here. We're going to make sure everything is lined up, and then we will print it off. All right, so here is the design. And because I printed it off in Cricut Design Space, I am unfortunately going to have to go in and cut off this black square that Cricut prints off with that. If you want to avoid that, just print it from a different program like Silhouette or Creative Studio, anything of that nature. This is the 15-ounce black candle, and then we're going to go ahead and just tape this on with the heat-resistant tape. And if you're interested in any of the stuff that I'm using, it's linked down below. Going to go ahead and take this off now. Okay, and to stop the sublimation process, I go ahead and stick my mugs in some warm water, like so. You can use a fan to cool it off, but you definitely want to use either fan or warm water to go ahead and stop that sublimating. Otherwise, it will go ahead and just overcook. You don't want to do that. Okay, so we are 1 mug down and we have 29 more to go. So let's keep working. This mug has cooled sufficiently in the water. So when you can touch it basically with your bare hand and not feel like you're burning yourself, then you are good to go. So we're gonna dry this off and add it to our mugs that are done. right, you guys, and try as I may, sometimes this happens. If you guys can tell by looking at this one, Property Pilots. Oh, I hate when I do this to myself, but I really think this one just looks crooked. Like, I'll put it down on the surface if something looks a little funny and kind of analyze it. And I really think this looks just Property Pilots. If you put it down here, does that look crooked to you guys? Like, seriously, let me know in the comments below if you think it looks crooked. But what I do is I go through anything that looks even slightly suspicious to me in the moment as I'm pulling it out. If it doesn't look 100% right, I'll put it aside and I'll double check again with fresh eyes and look at it, have somebody else look at it, give me their opinion. If it is crooked, I will put it aside, and that will just become a cup for me. Oh, our thing is beeping here. Pull this one out. So it'll either become a cup for me that I'll use or use as a background on my bookcase up here. If you guys actually want to take a look here at my bookcase, all these cups up here actually have something wrong with them. Fun fact, they are ones that I deemed to be crooked or something wrong somehow, some way. So they went up there. So yeah, that is what I do with my oops, mistakes mugs. They happen. You just kind of gotta roll.